So today's topic, we're going to talk about why working hard won't make you rich. So if you're someone that's trying to find a way to build wealth, make money, you've tried a whole bunch of different things and you haven't found any success with it, there's probably a reason why. Right. And you probably find yourself working very hard and you're like wondering why you're not getting results. Because let's be honest, like if working hard was the only thing, then many people would be rich. Right. Because many people work hard. Right. Now, there's different variations of what people consider hard work. Some people use physical labor and consider that hard work. They use physical labor to make money. Some people use the mental the mind to use money, and then of course many people use a combination of both, right? Regardless of whatever method you use, like working hard, people work hard to a point where they're trying to get results that improve themselves, right? But we all know, as you can see, that working hard alone just isn't enough, right? You have to find a way to leverage something that's going to make you money. Okay. And of course, if you look at a lot of businesses, what they use is obviously employees, right? They have employees working in business that help them make more money, right? So you have to find something that you can leverage that's going to make you money, that where you're not using your whole all of your energy in order to make the kind of money that you want to make. So like, for example, let me share you a quick story about me when I was a personal trainer, right? I've tried many things when it comes to business. Like I've gone into real estate, a real estate agent. I did like multi-level marketing. I did many other things, but the last thing I ever tried before I started really finding success was personal training. And I did personal training. It took me I did personal training like 2016. It took me like a year to figure out this isn't going to work. Like personal training wasn't going to work. And the reason why, I knew it wasn't going to work, but I kind of regret it now, because I think if I had did certain things differently, if I could go back, I would do certain things differently, like leverage the internet and then do other things to do it. But that's water under the bridge. But a year in, I was like, all right, this isn't going to work. And the reason why was, all right, I asked myself, all right, so how can I make more money? Right? Like if I wanted to make more money, how could I increase my income? I could do one of two things. I could either charge my clients more, okay? Or two, I could train more people. And of course, like unless you have a certain demographic of clients, you can only charge them so much before they decide, this isn't worth it. Two, when it comes to training more clients, there's only 24 hours in a day, okay? And I'm only one person. So I was clearly limited when it comes to the amount of money I can make. And I knew going forward, I was like, this isn't going to work, because the only way I make money is if I'm there. And if you're someone that's trying to make money, you have to understand that you have to detach your time from the money. Okay? If you're someone that's that started a business and in order to make money, you have to be there, then that's not really a business. It's more like a job. Okay? And I think a lot of people understand that, where you see people, they have their own business and they're there all day, exhausted, and they're like, oh my God, like I have this business, but I'm there 24/7. This business cannot operate without me. And in reality, you just have a glorified job, and that's not how you're gonna build. That's not how you're gonna build wealth long term, or how you're gonna make money with that business. You have to find a way to detach your time from the money. Okay, and that's how what I figured out. That's how what I figured out when I eventually started, the internet. Like when I got online, started doing affiliate marketing, and you learn quickly. Like, all right, if you can write. So when I started making money, it's like I wrote articles, right? And I consider this working hard, right? Like even though it wasn't torturous physical labor, after I got out of my part-time job as a kickbox instructor, I would go right back home and start working on writing articles. Now, obviously, like I said, that's not hard physical labor, but I was working hard, because how many people, if I told someone like, all right, if you want to make some money, write an article, write a 1,000-word article, write a 1,500-word article every day. How many people do you think would actually do that? Right? And it's not a hard thing to do, but it requires a lot of effort mentally to say, all right, you know what, let me stick to this, let me do this every day. And most people won't do that. Okay, most people won't say, all right, if you want to make some money, go on YouTube every day and create a YouTube video. Like it sounds easy, but in reality, you have to create. Like, all right, you got to figure out what you're going to talk about, and then you actually have to go and talk. Not a lot of people actually want to do that, or have the want to do that. So even though this is not working hard, these are things that require effort And for a lot of people, effort is a hard thing for people to do, right? Certain things. And for me, when I did the affiliate marketing, I wrote an article every day, man. I wrote like 300, 400 articles before I found that one article that started making me money every day. And that's what it's really about. You have to figure out how to leverage something, right? And when doing affiliate marketing, I'm leveraging the internet, okay? Because with my personal training business, I can only affect so many people, right? People that's around my area, and that's limited. I can only make so much money with that. But with the internet, there's millions of people that you can touch without actually having to be there, right? I write an article, put it into my website, and then the traffic comes and thousands of people come, read the article, click on the link, make a purchase, and I get a commission. So once you start figuring that out, it's like, okay, this is how people start really making money. You have to find a way to leverage something that's going to allow you to detach yourself from your time from the money, and it's going to allow you to touch multiple people without you actually having to be there. Okay, and this is what a lot of people that you see that are building wealth. This is what a lot of people are understanding. Okay, you have to find a way to make sure you can get the attention of many people, regardless of whatever that business is. If you can get multiple people, a lot of people to whatever it is that you're selling or whatever it is that you're talking about, then you can start making some real good money. So when it comes to working hard, like, you need to working hard alone isn't enough. Obviously, you have to figure out. You have to be smart, right? You have to educate yourself. You have to understand what it takes, right? You have to understand the components of what it is what it takes to really make money. And for a lot of people, they don't know these things. And it takes time to learn these things. Like, it takes time. Like, you're gonna make a lot of mistakes. You're gonna try different things. You're gonna fail at a lot of things. And this is all part of the process, right? And that's why it's important to make sure you're reading books, make sure you're watching videos, and not only that, not just reading and watching, but you also have to take action. Okay, you have to start taking action, because you have to fail. You have to find out what works for you and what works for me. I can tell you, all right, do X, Y, Z, but what worked for me may not work for you, because your path to making money, building wealth is going to be different than mine. You're trying to get to the same spot, but sometimes our paths are different. So you have to really go through these things, like take advice, try it, find out what's working, take what's working, and then add it to whatever it is you continue to build. And then whatever's not working, just throw that away, and then you continue to build from there. It's basically putting the pieces of a puzzle together, right? Some pieces are going to fit, some aren't. And when you're working on that puzzle, it's all about, all right, trying that piece, putting it in, and trying to figure out which fits until you get a complete picture of what it is you're building. And that's what it's important to understand, right? So when it comes to working hard, yes, you want to work hard. Obviously, you want to work hard. You want to work smart. You want to make sure you're figuring out how to leverage things that's going to make you more money over time. Whether that's leveraging real estate, whether it's leveraging stocks, leveraging a business. Okay, and whatever it is that you're using that's going to help you make money long term over time, you want to make sure that it works for you, and you're not the person that in order for it to work, you don't have to be there, because that's also important as well, right? Because like I said, this is the goal, is to create freedom for yourself, right? You don't want another glorified job. That's cool in the beginning if that's what you want to do, but then eventually you have to find a way to detach yourself from the business, so it's making money over time without you being there. So those are my thoughts. If you got any comments or questions, make sure you leave a comment down below. Hit the like button and share. And if you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe. All right, so you guys take care and have a good one. Later.